A quiet morning turned wild. In a quiet, agricultural village nestled along the foothills of northern Japan, an ordinary morning turned extraordinary when a local farmer spotted an unexpected visitor, a bear cub, wandering near his rice field. The sighting occurred around 6:45 a.m., just as the sun rose and dew glistened across the crops. The cub seemed startled upon being noticed and quickly darted into the dense bushes on the southern side of the farmland, leaving behind a swirl of mystery, concern, and growing unease among residents. Police have since launched a full-scale patrol of the surrounding area, working with local wildlife authorities to track the cub's movements and determine whether its mother, or other bears, may also be nearby. This is not the first bear sighting in the region, but it's certainly the closest one in recent memory. What makes this encounter particularly alarming is its proximity to inhabited zones and the fact that the animal appeared alone, raising serious questions about its behavior and well-being. The farmer's account. Masao Taniguchi, a 63-year-old farmer who has lived in the village his entire life, was the one who spotted the bear cub. He had just stepped out to inspect the irrigation channels for his paddy fields when he saw something moving in the tall grass. At first, I thought it was a stray dog, Taniguchi told reporters, visibly shaken. But then I noticed its round ears and snout. It was clearly a young bear, maybe the size of a medium dog. It looked at me for a moment, its eyes were wide, like it was scared, and then it ran off into the bushes. Taniguchi immediately alerted the local community watch group and contacted the regional police department. Within half an hour, patrol cars began arriving at the scene, followed shortly by officials from the Wildlife Bureau. A community on alert. The sighting has sent a ripple of fear through the tight-knit farming community. With many elderly residents and schoolchildren frequently walking along rural paths and forest edges, the possibility of a bear encounter, especially with an unpredictable cub, has triggered an outpouring of concern. Village Mayor Keiji Nakamura called an emergency town meeting later that morning. While we are relieved that no one was harmed, he said, we cannot take any chances. We are working closely with the police and wildlife authorities to monitor the situation. Until further notice, all villagers are advised to avoid walking alone near the southern outskirts and forested areas. Signs have since been put up warning of possible wildlife activity, and a mobile alert was issued by the town hall urging parents to pick up children from school rather than letting them walk home alone. Why a cub alone? One of the most pressing questions raised by the incident is why the cub was alone. Experts say that bear cubs are rarely seen without their mothers unless something has gone wrong. Bears are naturally shy and prefer to avoid humans, explains wildlife biologist Drive. Yumi Hosokawa, who has been dispatched to the area to investigate. If a cub is alone, it could mean that it was separated from its mother, or, worse, that the mother was killed or forced to flee. Either situation could lead to unpredictable animal behavior. Dr. Hosokawa warns that a mother bear searching for her lost cub can become aggressive if she perceives a threat. Conversely, a cub without its mother may approach human settlements in search of food or shelter, posing additional risks. A wider pattern. Although this particular encounter is isolated, it fits into a growing pattern observed across rural Japan, increasing wildlife sightings closer to human settlements. Bears, boars, and even monkeys have been making frequent appearances near farms and towns in recent years. Experts point to two main causes: declining food sources in the mountains due to climate change and depopulation in rural areas. With fewer people tending the land and fewer natural resources in the wild, animals are venturing into unfamiliar territory in search of sustenance. The shrinking human footprint in some regions, combined with unpredictable weather and forest degradation, is changing the behavior of wildlife, says environmental analyst Hiroshi Takeda. This is not just about one bear cub. It's a symptom of a larger ecological shift. Police and wildlife response. Following the sighting, the local police force has been maintaining 24-hour patrols along the southern boundary of the village, particularly near wooded and agricultural zones. Drones equipped with thermal imaging have also been deployed in an effort to detect any heat signatures indicating animal presence. Wildlife officers have set up motion-sensing cameras and baited traps, though their intention is not to harm but to safely capture and relocate the cub if it appears again. We are taking every precaution to ensure public safety, said Police Chief Tetsuya Nakamoto. At the same time, we want to protect the animal and its natural behavior. Our aim is to find a peaceful resolution that doesn't result in harm to either humans or the bear. Residents react. Some villagers, especially older residents who remember similar incidents decades ago, view the sighting with a mix of fear and nostalgia. "I saw a bear once when I was a child," said 79-year-old Sachiko Abe. "Back then, we were taught to make noise when walking near the forest so the animals would stay away. Maybe it's time we go back to that." Others are more alarmed, especially younger families. "My daughter walks home from school every day," said Kanae Fujimoto, a mother of 2. "I'm scared now. We're not used to thinking about wild animals in our backyard." The village school has responded by temporarily adjusting school hours and increasing teacher presence during arrival and dismissal times. Balancing conservation and safety. This incident also reignites a long-standing debate about how Japan should manage its wildlife. While conservation efforts have helped stabilize some bear populations, the challenge lies in balancing that success with human safety. Japan's Asiatic black bears, native to many mountainous areas, are listed as vulnerable in certain regions but have seen rising numbers in others. As human land use continues to change, confrontations may become more common. People think of bears as forest creatures far removed from daily life. Hosokawa notes. But as the boundaries blur, we have to adapt, not just with caution, but with understanding and respect for the animals we share this land with. Moving forward. As of now, the bear cub has not been spotted again, and no additional sightings have been reported. However, authorities are not letting their guard down. Patrols will continue through the week, and a town-wide drill on wildlife safety is scheduled for this coming Saturday. In the meantime, farmers have been asked to report any unusual signs, damaged crops, tracks, or animal sounds, immediately. Despite the alarm, some villagers are hopeful that the cub found its way back to the wild unharmed. "I just hope it's with its mother now," Taniguchi says, looking out across his fields. "It was a beautiful creature. Scary, yes, but also a reminder that we're not the only ones living here." Sidebar. What to do if you see a bear. Wildlife experts recommend the following steps if you encounter a bear or cub. Stay calm, do not scream or run. Sudden movement can trigger pursuit. Back away slowly, keep your eyes on the bear but do not make direct eye contact. Make yourself big, raise your arms or a jacket to appear larger. Make noise, speak in a loud but calm voice to alert the bear of your presence. Never approach a cub, the mother may be nearby and can act aggressively to protect it. Report the sighting, immediately contact local authorities or wildlife officials. Conclusion. The surprise visit of a bear cub to a peaceful farming community has stirred concern, reflection, and urgent action. While it may seem like a one-off incident, it symbolizes a deeper shift in the relationship between people and nature. As both adapt to a changing environment, mutual awareness and precaution may be the key to coexistence.